Hi, everybody. Amri here. I'm in London today. It's an interesting time to get the question that I got. So the question that came up was, what has influenced your thinking around DEI and what's motivated you to get involved in being an advocate for change? When I first thought about that, I thought about, the life of the Queen and that in her 20s, and I can imagine where I was in my 20s and where I am today, that she dealt with some tremendous complexity, but her primary vehicle was to serve. And despite, the colonial history of the British Empire, all of that obviously is something that we need to understand historically. But what really stood out for me about the Queen as I read more about her was her sense of service and the way that she did it without fanfare. A lot of things we probably didn't see that she created for this country and for the world because of her subtle influence and her commitment to service. So service has been at the heart of why that's influenced my thinking in this space, and also has been kind of a guiding light for my life. So that's all the way back to my grandparents and probably my great-grandparents who I didn't get a chance to meet. But service has always been a part of my family. My father was a mortician. My mother was an educator and administrator, and she was always there to serve the students. And my father was always there to serve the families that were grieving. So that was in a way, it was a ministry for my father and my mother's service. I think in part, I think it's like that as well. So for me, this notion of being able to care and seeing suffering that drew me to public health as an epidemiologist, and that I've been so blessed, and I really felt that I am supposed to give back. That was something that was instilled in us. The second thing that's probably influenced me was the work of Paulo Freire, a Brazilian sociologist. He talks about this notion of critical consciousness, and that's always been not just at the heart of my work, but it's also been just a part of who I have sought out to be, is to develop this critical consciousness with my fellow humans in a way that's meaningful for us to create something that was more spiritually deep. And that was, at the heart of why I believe I'm here purposefully is, transformation, reformation of our own hearts, and also to create harmony in the world through that reformation and transformation. So this doesn't mean that, transformation and harmony comes without our inner and outer struggles. They're critical that we struggle, but we still create, we still transform, we still create harmony through those struggles. If there is no struggle, there is no progress, as Frederick Douglass said. So a deep sense of service, a care to fulfill what I'm supposed to fulfill in terms of contributing back to humanity, Paulo Freire and critical consciousness, and then the spiritual reason for being that I have, that my vocation allows me to do every day, and it's a absolute blessing. So I hope that was helpful. Also, buy my book. It's on our website at inclusionwins.com, or on my LinkedIn profile. It's called Reconstructing Inclusion: Making DEI Accessible, Actionable, and Sustainable. Make it a great day. Peace.